Okay.
Well, we were talking about
it's wonderful.
You fly all over the place. You work a lot with the comedian Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
So you guys are always flying, but you're famous on this show for your discussion of flying.
Wow. It was. I know a lot of comedians do the stuff about airline jokes about everything from flying, and so this was just my experience. Was that I started to notice some of the pilots. There were those who didn't say anything to you really. They would just say, "Hey, how you doing?" But then I had noticed the ones who love to talk and point out things and give you a little tour in the sky. And,
Sure.
And I always thought those were guys who were frustrated radio guys. They wanted to be on radio. There's your captain here in the cockpit, and they always sound so cool. So he always, first of all, he has to tell you he's in the cockpit. Like, where else is he going to be? We know.
Yeah.
We know. In the can right now. I just wanted to say hi. So if you guys don't form a line while I'm in here, please. So he's in the cockpit. Okay. And then they always tell you how many feet we're going up. I never understood why they had to share that with all of us. That's great. We're going up to 36,000 feet. You know what? I'm just a passenger. I'm not writing this stuff down. What did he say? 36,000 or 33,000? Because I need to know. Do you? Yeah. Right. And I want to know what the gauge says because this is, I can't see it. I mean, I need to know. So, he's given us all this information. We really don't need, as passengers, all I know is, 36,000, 40,000. Just go high. That's all I really, go above the trees and the mountains and clear that stuff. And I'm good.
Happy.
Yeah. Have a couple of drinks. And but then some of these guys I've noticed also will keep going. The ones who like to point out everything. For those just sitting on the left side of the plane, if you look out your window, there's a cloud shaped like a duck.
Wow.
What? Good. I'm glad he woke me up for that because and of course those people on the right side of the plane, they never get to see anything. Sometimes, right? They'll point out stuff. If you're on the left side, you can see the Grand Canyon. And if you're on the right side, you can look at the people looking at the Grand Canyon on the left side of the plane.
Fascinating.
So I just noticed those guys. So I started taking notes about what they would say, and it was just unbelievable. And then the funniest, or I guess it's not funny, is when a plane goes down. Of course, they would look for the flight recorder, and I was always like, and they always thought, I always wondered, like, what do they expect to hear on this thing? The pilot's not cool enough to just explain what's happening, is he? Is he just gonna? Just hit a mountain. My fault. I was pointing out something to the people and clip the wing and
there you go.
Anyway, I know I sound cool right now, but I've just evacuated like you wouldn't believe. So I just want to apologize to everybody for spinning out of control. And just want to thank all our passengers for flying with us. We realized you had a choice in airlines and. Well, you picked the wrong one because we're going right down.
We're going down.
We're going down. So, you're not going to get that.
No.
You're just
Free drinks.
Right. Yeah. Free drink. Just hurry. Free drink. The carts should be flying around. Just reach up and grab something. Oh, man, I don't know. I figured that. I guess when they find the thing, all they really hear is one big screaming.
Yeah, screaming.
Curse. One big curse word all the way down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm sure, if I was on the plane going down, my last word would be, my wife would be going, she'd be saying, I love you, and I'd be going, sorry, honey, I'm going to have to curse with the pilot right now. Won't be saying I love you right now. But.
Jeff Roth Band.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show. Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana. Featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit U4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do, too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. Mm-hmm. And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom Radio. Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a $500 Steven Singer gift card. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks.
Bob and Tom. I listen to Bob and Tom. I listen all morning long. And visit bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom. With Christy Lee and Chick McGee. You guys rock. Christy Lee's got night.
Talking to your. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. What did you just say, Tom, about yourself?
I'm an idiot.
He's an idiot. It's official.
I saw you staring to me a minute ago.
The iced tea.
Did you bring it in here and forgot you brought it in?
Did it fall?
Wait a minute.
I've lost it. Look at the men's room. Maybe I put it on the table.
The men's room.
Make sure you piss it.
Wait a minute. Jess is here. We'll put a professional on this.
Sorry.
She'll find
Maybe it's over by the Xerox machine.
Even the producer just got up to walk out and look.
Okay, this is no joke. We have 3 full-grown adults looking for Tom's drink.
It's
I saw you stirring the ice.
I brought the ice in. I forgot the tea.
Who knows where he's.
He could have been stirring like air.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the tea is in the shredder.
That's right.
Sorry.
You know, it just dawned on me. Ace would make an incredible private detective. He's like always sees and knows.
There we go.
Questions.
I pay attention.
Where was it?
Hey, there we go.
Where was it?
Now, wait a minute. You wanted the whole carafe?
That's not what you meant.
No,
Yes, I needed the tea.
He brings ice in.
You didn't say get the tea. You said I left my cup.
Yeah.
And so I was looking for your cup of ice because I saw him put the ice in the cup.
That's why right, but I forgot the tea.
If you hadn't done that, no one would have found it. There you go.
So where was it?
No, I knew where the
It was up your ass.
I knew where the tea was. I was looking for the cup with the ice and the tea already in it.
So you're suggesting I have a carafe up my ass?
I'm going to put it up your ass.
That's almost Simpson. We need this. Don't
Let's take a break right now. Huh?
So nice.
Yeah.
This is one of the great oohs.
Oh, yeah. Things are going to get easier.
But
be good.
but first, they're going to get worse.
Much worse.
This reminds me of
Much worse. Much worse.
when I was a young black girl in,
That's right.
in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. Could we possibly introduce our guest? Sure. We have been joined in the studio by a distinguished comedian. He is Auggie Smith. Auggie, it's a great pleasure to see you.
Good to see you, my friend.
And you look very handsome. You got the shaved head with the beard.
And the
Right.
3-piece on that.
Three-piece suit. That's right. The coolest thing about me, guys, is that you know where I buy my suits from?
Where?
An old Armenian man's garage. That's right.
That's so cool.
That's right. It's the coolest thing I do. My man Ganoush.
Nice.
Ganoush used to have a brick and mortar store where he sold suits in Hollywood, and something happened. I don't ask a lot of questions, Chick.
No need.
I don't ask a lot of questions.
Yep.
I just know that he has a house in Van Nuys that has about 3,000 suits in it, and he sells them out of his garage.
Wow.
So I go to Ganoush's garage, and this last, because I bought this specifically for the show, and he says, are you a lawyer? I said, no, Ganoush, I'm a comedian. And he got really excited, and he said, I have a joke for you.
Oh, very good.
And if there's anything I love more than hearing street jokes, it's hearing street jokes in broken English. Right? Here. That is man, and he goes to aircraft store, you know, like a jet plane.
Yeah.
And he buy parachute, okay? And he say to man, how I know parachute open? And the man says, don't worry, if it doesn't open, come back, I give you refund. And so Ganoush, he says, is that a good joke? I said, Ganoush, that's a great joke.
Yes.
And if you give me $50 off this suit, I will tell it on the Bob and Tom show. Nice. So that's what just happened. Payola, baby.
Yes,
Payola.
Plus, it has a hint of like a haberdasher humor in it.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
retailer.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Ganoush.
My man Ganoush for the win.
Can you do the fandango? Ganoush.
That's wonderful.
Wow. Is this guy semi-famous that does this garage?
Ganoush? Well, I tell every comic I know about him because here's the thing, Tom. I came in, when I started coming to the show 20 years ago, I was a young man. Mm-hmm. And now I'm an old, angry man that yells at young comedians for the way they dress on stage. They wear hoodies. Some of them wear shorts. Come on. Put on a jacket, man. And would it kill you to close with a song? So what I do is I direct young comics to Ganoush and hope that they'll buy a suit from him in his garage.
Show some respect for the craft.
Augie, I
try to look
remember
better than them.
You were. I feel like you were sort of criticizing me without criticizing me at the time.
Oh, I think I was probably criticizing you.
Yes, but you were talking about how comedians, you go, shave. I just want to yell at these guys, shave before you go up and do a show. And I was real unshaven, and I like not a beard, but just haggard.
Yes.
And I went, I think he's talking to me without talking to me.
It was giving you advice without giving you advice.
Yeah.
Well, I yelled at a young comic for wearing shorts on stage, and then he called his special shorts on stage. Like I was responsible for that. I felt pretty good about it.
And Augie, you do have, as I said, that not everybody can pull off the look that you have, which is the beard and the bald head. I always associate it with Shel Silverstein, the great.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Member of and he was in the '60s. He had that look, which nobody had.
Right.
He's of course the writer of the many books and songs.
Weirdo.
Many books.
It gives the illusion of hair. Like you want to have the illusion of hair somewhere on your face. Because the true story about me is that, guys, I could have hair. 20 years ago, I was fishing with a guy from Bosley, the Bosley people.
Oh, yeah.
And he offered me free hair.
Oh.
He said, and it would have been, at the time, it was like $26,000 to do like 3 treatments. So I would have hair. And you guys know why I didn't do it?
Why?
Because I thought it would be lying to my crowd.
Yes.
I was so into the art and being an artist that I turned down hair, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. And I wish I was lying to my crowd right now, every night, with a beautiful head of hair. Yeah. But I didn't do it.
Well, good for you.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No plugs.
No hair plugs is what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you can plug.
No, I'm doing a show this weekend, and I got the Big Sky Comedy Festival coming up.
No, you're already not plug free. You got Ganoush in there twice.
We've talked about this a million times. When we have you try on hair pieces, we should bring Augie in, and you both can try on hair pieces in one morning. That would be great.
This is the thing that breaks my heart is sometimes I put on wigs and I look beautiful. I'm a beautiful man with hair.
So handsome.
I'm whatever this is without hair, but with hair, oh my God.
A movie star.
I would be so successful, guys.
I see it. I can see it.
Once again, we're hanging out with comedian Auggie Smith. Coming up in the news, Christy Lee, what have you got next?
We have a rat summit. We never
Did you
got
say a rat?
Yes, I did. We never got to our 666 story from yesterday.
Mark of the Beast.
This is a good one. I didn't know this. This is a thing?
Yeah.
What do you mean, 666?
Yeah. Not the Mark of the Beast.
Oh.
It's in a different context.
It's
not
in
the
the-
old one?
Okay.
Okay.
It's in the realm of
Dating.
internet dating.
Yeah.
Coming.
Well, I say swipe left.
Yeah. You don't want to date the devil.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you dated this.
I mean,
I like
daughter was
hiking.
Satan,
I like
too.
hiking, Chinese food, and I was born of a jackal.
Yeah.
What was that last one?
Although I was married to a jackal. Thank you very much. Okay.
We have to touch base with Auggie, see what's going on in his life. We have cocaine news. We have
Cocaine.
jewelry in the news, a bizarre panda bear story, an airplane, a story that I grabbed because I know this drives Josh nuts. It's about a relationship. We'll get to that. It's very exciting. It's all coming up. We're going to talk with Willie G as well. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of ACDC. For those of you who've never heard of him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to have a good time tonight, right? Hey, matey, we're going to ross up shore and give him a nice concert. Like, go down and have it. He can like it. Yeah. He goes...
He sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing hokey pokey. Goes, I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club, and he's doing a benefit, and so some of the guys from ACDC and Deep Purple and all this just... And Brian Johnson goes up on stage, and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to bring you out. And I'm like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come, and he come and get you, and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage, and I get engulfed in the show. Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow, they're playing Shoot to Thrill. Get the plate, the floor's rocking. Next song. Back in black. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song. It's silent for like an hour. It's about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, I'm playing house bells. Place is ready to riot, and the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells.
All right.
I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is going to go up.
Oh, my God.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I am not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre, which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then and I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but they
3 guys.
If it's 3 guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the Lucky Pierre.
Do they now? I don't see that all being all that lucky.
Lucky
or the manata. That's what I've heard it called as well.
There you go.
Man.
The manata.
Here in the Bob and Tom program, we have been asking you for questions you get all the time.
About your job?
Yeah. Dear Bob and Tom, I work at the service desk of automotive. Customers call in and say, hey, the check engine light came on. What's wrong with my car?
Well, there you go.
I want to always say, I don't know, put your car on the phone. Let me talk to it.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is James Brown. I'm really getting tired of people saying, so, do you feel good?
Yeah.
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is Brandy. Yes, I am sick of people asking me if I am a fine girl. Okay. If you've got questions you're tired of, we'd like to hear from you.
Yep.
Okay, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
Brandy?
Yes.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
Yes.
What a
I'll
good
say
wife
it.
you would be.
Yes.
But my love, my life.
And my love and my lady is the sea.
Yeah.
Now, why do you like that song? Because
I don't
is
know.
that the kind of relationship you want, where that's some
Or the
man who loves you but he has to leave for long?
Right, he comes in, gets the
away
good
for long
loving, and then he
periods.
leaves you alone for a month at a time. It's a great way to keep a relationship together.
Here it is, kids.
Yeah.
You saying it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Here it comes.
Nice job.
Come on, Christy, sing along.
Only
The ships of day, lonely sailors. That's the time away. Talk about their homes. Come on, everybody. In a wonderful town, and she works. Laying the skin down. Brandy, launching around. Children, whiskey, wine. On the side, she gets brandy.
All right, thank you very, very much. Sorry.
How do you think Brandy got to own the bar?
She wears a braided chain made of the finest silver
from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name
of the man that Brandy loves.
She killed and buried out behind the bar.
Tune in
24/7.
all day, every day.
Gaffigan.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. And here's Tom with our special Bob and Tom comedy legend.
He is Auggie Smith, and
Yes,
by the
he
way,
is.
help me with this, Chick, with your announcer voice.
Yeah.
Just give me a grade of how I do this.
Okay.
All guests on the Bob and Tom Show receive a complimentary packet of Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes, they're for wiping. Wait, I forgot the phrase.
Wiping your butt.
Wiping your butt. Okay, thank you.
That's pretty good.
It's in the butt.
You actually get a whole gift bag.
Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different
Flavors.
There you go. There's your bag with
Gosh,
Dude Wipes.
There you go.
They're very refreshing on you.
Fantastic.
It's like a shower in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
Those are used, but
you can do your slightly used. What's the word they use?
Slightly used,
Gently.
that's right.
Gently used.
Gently
Those are
used.
pre-owned.
Gently used.
Those are pre-owned.
Pre-owned toilet paper. Okay, good.
They've been rinsed and wrung out.
Okay. All right, good. Auggie Smith is a family man.
Well-
The family doing well? Is everybody okay?
Everybody's good. And as most people can tell by looking at me, I got a couple cats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's clear. And so here's what happened. There's 2 cats in the Smith household. And this last Thanksgiving, one of my cats got sick, man.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
And if you don't have cats, you might be saying, hey, Og, how did you know your cat was sick? Oh, they let you know. They don't suffer in silence, okay? There are basically 2 levels of cat health. There's perfectly fine, and then there's what the hell is wrong with your cat? And we were at DEF CON 2, right? But it was Thanksgiving, right? So I had to take him to the ghetto vet. Because A, that was the only vet that was open, and B, that's where we live. Right? So I take him to the ghetto vet, and the ghetto vet looks at my cat, and he asked me something no medical professional has ever asked me before. He says, is money an issue? Is money an issue? Well, let's see here, Doc. I'm parked illegally at the Smart and Final across the street because your only 2 parking spaces are currently filled with broken refrigerators. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say money is probably an issue today. Is money an issue? I'm at the hospital instead of the pet hospital because the pee has fallen off of your building. I know this because it's still leaning up against the side of the building. A building that, by the way, was clearly a Taco Bell within the last 6 years. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say money is probably an issue today. Is money an issue? No. I'm an eccentric billionaire. And what I do for fun is every day I grab a messed up cat and I drive from Malibu to a crappy part of the valley and I find a vet next to a transmission shop and a check cashing place and I play Price is Right with who can keep the cat alive the cheapest. That's who I am. Is money an issue? The cat was free, man. And now you're hitting me on the back end? What kind of Columbia Records crap is that? Because we did it the right way. Because if you want a cat in California, you can't go buy a cat. That's what fascists do. Oh, man.
Right.
You got to head down to the shelter, baby. Yeah. And you got to hit kitty death row, man. And you got to walk the green mile, the feline mile, man. And you got to look in the hollow eyes of the dam. And you got to pick yourself out a street cat, man. Yeah. You need a cat that was born behind a dumpster in a driving rainstorm, quickly abandoned by its family that had to fight for every morsel of food it's had up until that very moment. Because who doesn't want a house pet with severe PTSD for the first couple years of owning it? Who doesn't want a cat that goes every time you enter a room? Who doesn't want a cat that swipes at your face every time you take a nap on the couch because you represent the man that did the bad thing? Who doesn't want a pet that views you as the enemy constantly? Look, and here's the thing. I ain't the Innocence Project, man. I didn't walk into the shelter with a DNA swab that proved my cat's innocence. No. Whatever my cat was on death row for, he did that stuff, man. My cat is guilty, and I'm just putting him back into the public. No rehabilitation. And how do I know that's even a cat? I saw this movie where these people adopted what they thought was a kid, and it turned out to be like a 30-year-old Serbian woman, right? This happens all the time. You think you get a cat, and it turns out to be an escaped lunatic from Eastern Europe. It happens so much that they make movies about it. Anyway, the point is, the cat's fine, and it costs $238.
Okay.
That was the number we decided on. There was a negotiation.
You got off light.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think 238 is a steam.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Did you ever get the phone call?
Oh, yeah.
I had the one, my doggies, this was years ago, was getting his teeth cleaned. I got the phone, well, to do this, we're going to have to give him an anesthetic, so it's going to be $800.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a dog with fewer teeth. That's what it's going to be. Oh, God, that is great.
Crazy.
I love the ghetto vet. Oh, God, there's one of those everywhere. That's so funny. Oh, God. Auggie Smith is our guest. Auggie, by the way, is a great idea if you want to have like a Christmas party or something and want to shake things up. Augie's a terrific comedian, and he does a nice job at those so-called corporate events. And one of the things I love about those, I was talking to Frank Caliendo about this. There's someone usually like 2 or 3 tiers down from the boss is the booker, right? And they always do this thing. I've got a great idea. The boss's wife, Audrey, make fun of her, and then they give a thing. And Frank goes, he learned very early on, what you do is you go check with the boss. Yeah. And usually he goes, if you mention Audrey, you don't get paid, and I kill you.
Yeah. The weirdest one of those I ever had was, it was at a regular show at a club, and this guy comes up, and he's had a few, and he's kind of an older guy, and he says, so Kathy's here tonight, and it's Kathy's birthday. And I was hoping, and then from his pocket comes out a pair of women's underwear.
All right.
And I said, I thought maybe you could bring these on stage, and you could say you found them in a parking lot or something, and do they belong to Kathy?
Oh, my God.
And I said to him, how do you know Kathy? Do you work with her? He says, no, she's my daughter. The Sixth Sense, man. Where I was like,
Oh, my goodness.
So how did it go over?
It did not go over well.
Auggie Smith is our guest. We haven't heard much. We haven't heard much from Pat Godwin today. So I think when we come back, can we squeeze a song in, Patty G?
Sure, whatever you want.
I know coming up, we're going to be talking with Willie G. And we'll also, I think, be talking to our Pigskin Picks winner with any luck. We're not sure. He's Mark Harkins of Idaho. And he was one of our ones. Could be. Yeah. Still time to get your picks in. You've already lost one.
Wake up, Mark.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest.
Don't make me come out there.
See what I'm talking about. But he'll be taking on Chicken, the shoe-in of the week,
right,
with his football picks. Right now, I want to talk to you about this. The Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a way to access therapy online. So it's a lot more convenient, a lot more elegant. The way it works is you fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with one of some 35,000 licensed therapists. You can switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. What it's all about, it's about getting therapy. And that's not a sign of weakness, actually a sign of strength. It's a way to connect with yourself and rediscover your own curiosity. See what I'm talking about. And visit BetterHelp.com/BT show today. By the way, the /BT show part will knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. And by the way, the therapy is done online, so it's a lot more convenient. You can do it with your smartphone, your laptop. It's just, you don't have to be driving across town to see the therapist. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT show, and the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, we'll talk with comedian Auggie Smith. We have that runny nose you have might be something much more serious, and we have a fake phallus in the news involving a famous actor. This is the Bob and Tom Show. So we're getting back to your hobbies, James. You're a bowler.
Yes.
You got that going for you.
Yes, sir.
Golf, skydiving, scuba diving, skiing. You went skydiving? How'd that go?
Yes, I did. Well,
was it a tandem jump, or did you?
It was a tandem jump. Yeah, scared me. I'm big.
I was going to say, I don't
scared you. Who were you with?
I was going to say
the other dude. I was strapped to the guy.
What do you weigh in at? Do you mind if I ask?
Then I was about 280, I guess. I'm probably 295 now.
Oh my! Now is the person when you do the tandem? Is the person with the chute
on somebody else?
Is the person with the chute in back of you?
He's behind you. You don't have to do anything. You're basically like luggage.
You're looking
Screaming.
at, you're just watching the ground come at you while the guy behind you
Has to do
has
all
the
the work.
chute and does all the work.
And you've never been so glad to have a man strapped to your behind. Ever. You will never. And you know, they call it a sport, too.
Well, sure,
the
it's
whole
very
time
difficult.
They're like, did you like the sport? And I was like, falling is not a sport. You know, if it was, my grandmother would win a medal. The Silver Hip Award goes to.
Yes.
If you want to make a sport, you should just throw the parachute out of the plane and then make the guy jump and put it on before he hits the ground.
Oh, I like that.
Now, for competition, throw one parachute out, 3 or 4 guys jump.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He won.
So did you glide in, James?
We glided in, and on the tape.
Did you fall or did you land standing?
At the very last minute, he said, "Stand up," and I was already going down, and there wasn't no. There wasn't no. But my ears did not pop. The thing with the ears. Yeah. So when I hit the ground, immediately I was like. He was like, "How do you like it?" And I was like, "It was good. I enjoyed it very much because I could not hear myself.
Couldn't hear a thing.
Well, that's because see, if it were me, I would be tightening every orifice in my body to prevent leakage, including my ears.
Plus, there's a dude behind you.
Yeah. And that part stayed. That my ears did not pop until maybe the next day, and I had to sing that night. I was doing a play called "Smoke on the Mountain."
You're a singer? I didn't know.
Yeah, where you sing gospel music. It's a gospel music play.
You know,
that night
smoke on the mountain, fire in the sky. It's a great play. Yeah.
So I'm trying to sing. I'm like, amazing, great that we.
Well, that's unfortunate. I want to apologize to anyone knows that might have.
Well, I don't know if you're deaf, you automatically talk that way, even though you can speak.
That's what it sounds like when you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, it's nerve wracking. And the more scared you've already done it, the more scared of it you are, the better you get out. The more you get out of it. You know, it is really like that facing your fear and all that stuff. And when you're standing in the doorway of that plane,
it's
every cell in your body screams, "You better hold on to something." I mean, it's overwhelming.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Paul, you kind of came off the road as a comedian many years ago when you started doing the TBS show. How many?
We started in '95, so
really
14 years.
Wow,
doing it.
But you occasionally go back out on the road and do stand-up.
I do. I took a little time off the last couple of years, but now I'm getting back out there. You know, it can kind of burn you out being on the road. But, you know, I always see stuff on the road that you just don't see anywhere else, and it just makes you laugh. And I was staying at this hotel, and one of my club dates, and I go down to the jacuzzi, and there's a sign above the jacuzzi that says, "No one shall jump or dive into the jacuzzi." Now, if you're going to dive headfirst into a jacuzzi, are you really going to be swayed by the word shall? Come on, boys, let's go into jacuzzi. Hold on, I see the King's English.
Wow.
What the heck?
I'm guessing that was a lawyer. They really should have.
That just made me laugh all day. That takes away the loneliness of the road. 'Cause it can't get lonely.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look. It's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a wolf is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur?
still alive.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, everybody. Tom, we have a very special guest in the studio.
Yes, we
today.
do.
What a handsome man. He's Auggie Smith.
Hey.
From Montana, now living in Los Angeles.
They don't get funnier.
It's always good to see you, Auggie. We have a couple things we have to check into with Christy Lee, and then we'll be right back. Christy, of course, is at the Silac Insurance News Desk, and Chick McGee's at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. And once again, visitors to the Bob and Tom Show, if we like them, they get that Dude Wipes bag full of Dude Wipes and other delights.
I can't wait to wipe.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Dude Wipes, dump your toilet paper roll. Wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down. Dude Wipes.
All right.
Authorities in Florida have arrested a man they say snorted cocaine to hide the evidence after fleeing from a traffic stop.
All right, yeah.
Florida Highway Patrol troopers said they tried to stop a driver, Joel Craig Wallace, for allegedly speeding on US 19 near Holiday. But he
name
fled.
sounds made up. Joel Craig Wallace. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's my name. What of it? Yeah.
The 40-year-old led troopers in a brief pursuit that ended at his residence, where he allegedly ingested cocaine to hide the drugs prior to his arrest. I'll be
right out.
A photo.
But the reason, obviously, this would happen a lot, but the only reason I did keep reading,
A
Christy.
photo shared by the police department shows the suspect's nose covered in a white powdery substance.
I see. I am not joking when I say it looks like the guy tried to scarf. There we go.
Oh, my gosh.
A bunch of donuts. I mean, or he dipped the base of his nose in toothpaste.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, you got a little something under your...
And for those listening, he's a black guy, so it really stands out.
It was nearly the perfect crime, guys.
Yes. So close.
Now he's in jail all high and stuff. That had to suck.
Boy.
Yeah, what's the movie? Oh, the Al Pacino and Scarface, where
yes.
it gets a little bit serious. Dips his face in it, basically. Yeah. We get a lot of cocaine stories, and especially smuggling stories. Where they're in the bananas or they're in the watermelon.
or they float up in the Keys or near Miami on the
They most
bales.
often use a boat. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I know what you guys want.
There's a bale of them. What was that town?
Key West, right?
Yeah. There's a name for them. They have these giant bales of cocaine floating.
Yeah.
There's a name for those, or the town? What?
There's a name for the boats. I mean, for the floating
bales.
Coke. Yeah, the bales. Yeah, there's a specialized thing for. I'll find out what it was. What do you got over there, Pat?
So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. There's coke in the boat, baby. Coke in the boat. Look the boat over. Coke in the boat, baby. Oh, Coast Guard's watching you, and will you learn? Drug boats drag a little in the stern. Tourists found a stash in the Keys. Border Patrol makes these waters drug-free. There's coke in the hull, so please explain. Someone has to answer for this cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you're taking the cocaine. Everybody now. There's coke in the boat, maybe coke in the boat. Hand the boat over, coke in the boat. Coke in the boat, maybe coke in the boat.
We've all done it at one point, Auggie.
Yes, we have.
And by that, I mean cocaine.
Yeah, here we go. Recreational boaters off the coast of the Florida Keys found $1 million worth of cocaine.
You know what you do when you find that?
What?
You run away.
Yes.
You
Get away.
You don't find it. You just ignore
65
it.
pounds. 65 pounds recovered in sea, recovered floating.
Lord.
7 miles off of, is it Isla Mirada?
Isla Mirada.
Isla Mirada, sorry.
It's one of my favorite places to vacation. Isla Mirada.
Isla Mirada?
Absolutely delightful.
Yes.
You know, but the last time I went,
His name is Andy.
the help wasn't all that.
No, lacking.
Yeah.
By the way, there's nothing available. Don't
Stay in a motel like everybody.
I prefer European help.
Oh, certainly.
Yes.
I found litter on the lanai.
Yes.
Although kind of literate, wasn't it?
I recommend a
It
show.
was alliterative.
How droll.
European help.
The literature, no, it was
very-
alliterative. Very good, Gregory.
Grateful.
Fun, you.
Anyway, don't try to book anything. They're all
Christy wants to call us a-holes.
I do.
Nothing of it.
I recommend the show Bloodline if you'd like to know all about Isla Morada. It's a very good show. Thank you, Pat. Shut up, Jim.
Don't go there during rainy
Now,
season.
we have Auggie Smith.
Shut up, Tom.
Augie, you have youngsters
I do.
in your brood.
I do.
Some young kids.
And so here's the deal. So I have, because a man my age and Tom, a man your age,
Of course.
shouldn't have little kids.
No.
But apparently, we feel like our seed just needs to be passed on.
Correct.
Long after I'm dead, just scrape the DNA off my bones like I'm Al Pacino, because I must live on, right? So I got a 10-year-old, I got an 8-year-old, and I have a toddler. I have a toddler, which is ridiculous that I have a toddler. I voted for Michael Dukakis, okay? And I have a toddler. But it doesn't stop me from playing with my toddler. I'm still in there.
Sure.
We play this great. He loves this one. It's called Head, Shoulders, Shoulders, Head, Shoulders, Head.
Okay.
Knees and toes, I think,
No,
is in there.
we can't. That
No?
doesn't. We
You
can't
don't
because
do
I'm
that?
too old. Is the joke? That was on me. That was on me, guys.
I got it.
I should have set it up a little bit more.
We didn't do enough work.
I'm in there. I was in there. I knew exactly where you were going.
Can't do the knees and toes because you can't reach your toes.
Because
Bend over, yeah.
we play another game. It's called Hide.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's another good one. But I got an update about my oldest son because my oldest son, he's my most LA son because he has a food allergy. And his particular allergy is to eggs, which is weird because he's half egg.
He is half egg.
Yeah, on his mother's side. Yeah. So parents out there with a kid with a food allergy, you need something called an EpiPen, okay, is what it's called. And it's a misnomer. It's not a pen. It's not a pen. I'm sorry. It's a needle. It is not a pen. If you don't believe me, try to address an envelope with your EpiPen. It will not go well for you because it's clearly a needle. It is not a pen, and it costs $750. Even if you have insurance, it costs $700. Okay, you got to remember, I live in Los Angeles, all right? There are needles everywhere, okay? They are but none of those are good enough for my kid, right? He has to have this very specific $750 needle, which, by the way, expires. Did you know that?
No.
They expire. Yeah. Last time I gave my kid eggs, I did it just to get my money's worth. Let me tell you something. If that thing expires August 18th, August 17th is starting with an omelet are the day that Daddy saved your life. So, over the years, and they told us this would happen, is that the allergy has sort of gone away.
Oh.
So to the point of where my son was always angry at eggs, he would see them and just shake his head like his nemesis. And so a couple weeks ago, I go into the kitchen and he's got an egg in each hand. And he's like, "Look, Daddy, I'm not hurt anymore. I'm not hurt anymore." And then he smashed them together as if to prove his dominance over the eggs. Yeah. I said, yeah! So my son is also a bit challenging. He is what they call on the spectrum. Now, my generation would have said that my son has Asperger's, and the generation before me would have said that he's possessed by a demon. But we've progressed. And we don't use Asperger's anymore. And now I'm going to ask you guys this, because I'll bet somebody knows, I'll bet Tom knows, why we don't use the term Asperger's anymore. Who knows?
I don't know.
Is it because of the word ass?
No. It's because Dr. Asperger was a Nazi.
Oh, no kidding.
He was a Nazi.
Wow.
So we pulled his disease.
I didn't know
we
that.
said, "Sorry, Nazi. No disease for you, Nazi." Yeah, we know that you diagnosed it in Austria in 1943, but we just figured out right now that you were a Nazi. And you should have joined the resistance if you wanted a disease, Nazi. You should have grabbed your deer rifle, headed into the Alps, and started picking off SS like Red Dawn, but you didn't, so we're taking your disease. because you got to be a pretty good guy to get a disease named after you in this country. Lou Gehrig, he's never going to lose his disease. Hell no, too good of a guy. Ball player, patriot, family man. What I'm trying to say, try to live your life in a manner so that when you die, they name that ailment after you. It is my sincere hope that I am a good enough man and a good enough father that one day you all get the opportunity to die of Auggie Smith syndrome. Now, it's currently known as cirrhosis. But my hope is that one day, when you think of a gray, fatty liver poisoning the body from the inside, that you'll think of this face.
Auggie Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Bravo, bravo. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Dr.
Wow.
Asperger. And everybody says Asperger, but there's a P in there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's a P in the Asperger. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Now, Auggie Smith can be found, of course, wandering the streets of Los Angeles.
Muttering to myself.
Also at AuggieSmith.com if you're interested in finding Mr. Smith and finding out about his great comedy. And you are also featured in a Dry Bar Comedy Special.
Yeah, I have a Dry Bar Comedy Special. And the thing I'm really excited about is the October 1st through the 5th, we're bringing back the Big Sky Comedy Festival to Billings, Montana, my hometown. We do a comedy festival there. I bring 24 comics from all over the country to perform in my hometown for the week.
Oh, that's fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. That's the Big Sky.
It's called Big Sky Comedy Festival.
Cool.
And the thing, it's my turn to be the producer of a comedy festival. I've been every part of a comedy festival, and being a producer is the hardest part.
I can't even imagine.
Except for being a judge, that's the hardest part. Oh, but being a comedian, that's really the hardest part. It's really difficult, is what I'm trying to tell you. But we're pulling it off again this year. We'll see.
Okay, who are some of the guests? Do you know already?
Well, we people submit, and so it's comedians. The idea is that we bring the industry from LA and New York and stuff. They all come to Billings to watch comedians, hopefully, that they haven't seen from all over the country. So it's a lot of people that you don't know that hopefully you will. And we've had, for example, Dulce Sloan, who's on The Daily Show. She kind of got that because of Big Sky. There's a whole bunch of people that got stuff because they were at Big Sky.
Oh, that's great.
That is great.
Cool.
It's me giving back to my community.
Yes.
All right. Billings, Montana. A beautiful place, of course. Big Sky, the Big Sky Comedy Festival. The little lady in the room is Christy Lee. I can see her. She's right there. What's going on over there, Christy?
Well, to get to Big Sky, to Billings, you probably have to fly, right? So we have a plane in the news.
Practice.
Miss Michelle Kobke, has had a relationship unlike any other. Her unusual love story began over 10 years ago when she fell in love with a Boeing 737-800 airplane.
This is Josh's favorite thing.
Goodness help me. I love these stories.
Josh is rubbing his forehead.
The inanimate objects.
Yes.
I love it.
She affectionately nicknamed the Boeing Schatz. It's German for darling, by the way.
Is
Do you
it?
know that?
Schatz?
Oh, yes.
Schatz. That's Schatz, right?
The romance language.
Schatz.
Yeah.
After a decade of being together, though, Kobke recently announced that their relationship has sadly come to an end.
Oh, what a shame.
The reason? The increasing distance between them.
Yeah, that's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
He's always traveling.
Yeah, he's always traveling.
Yeah. She just wants a home for the two of them and a couple Cessnas.
There she is.
Well, she's almost okay looking.
I hate her. In that picture, I'm hoping that the pilot is just about to rev that engine up.
And it starts right up and she gets sucked in.
You know, this almost seems reasonable. Didn't that one woman marry a lamp or something?
Oh, we've had people marry ghosts.
A chandelier.
The Eiffel Tower.
Trees.
The Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Kopke's relationship with the plane is an example of what they call Objectophilia.
Insanity.
A rare phenomenon, chick, where individuals develop romantic or sexual feelings toward objects.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or they're narcissist egomaniacs that want to be in the press.
You think?
Couldn't you just keep it to yourself? Do you have to go public? Do you have to have because sometimes these people have ceremonies, you know.
That's the worst.
That is true. Mm-hmm.
Well, and how bad was her dating experience up until that point, where she's just like, screw it, there's a plane. Good enough for me.
Yeah. Started with a prop plane.
Yeah.
Maybe if I cut my hair like this, no men will be interested in me.
I kind of like the hair.
Cool Bob.
Do you?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I like her
Dorothy
jacket.
Hamill.
That's really nice.
Cool
You like
Kind of a
jacket.
Joan Jett feel. And I didn't even mean that, Joan.
Oh,
I didn't even mean that.
You're funny and you don't even
I'm
know.
telling you it's a curse.
I was just going to ask, is it a curse or a blessing? And you
I mean,
say
she's a bit of a plain Jane, but...
You can't stop.
Oh, I can't believe those two jokes flew.
Have you heard of what dating profiles with 666 mean?
Heard it.
I don't know.
You guys have not heard this. Well, you probably wouldn't because it's actually a woman. It's a lady thing.
Okay.
Because it's not a satanic deal. It refers to men who are 6 feet tall, have six-pack abs, and a six-figure income.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Some women claim to use the rule to find men who fit the bill and help narrow down the seemingly never-ending lineup of potential suitors on dating apps.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good luck.
What do you
Yeah,
mean? Good
I mean,
luck?
that is...
Yeah, that's quite a tall tale.
Yeah. 666, 2.5.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, in LA, it would have to be 667 because six figures is what basically Burger King employees.
Man.
Getting a little pricey, is it? I want to remind everybody that we have the Shoein of the Week coming up. And the Shoein of the Week, of course, involves Chick McGee's picks.
That's right.
And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get our winner. We've been going back and forth with our winner, Mark Harkins, this week for week 2 of the Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks competition. He was in a 5-way tie for first place, getting 13 of the 16 games. He beat all the tiebreakers. He won himself a $500 gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers. He, I believe, is busy right now, so we may or may not be able to get a hold of him.
No, so he loses.
Yeah.
No.
He still wins, but we may have to make the picks for him.
Sorry, Mark, you lost.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't lose.
Like
don't
Vanessa
understand.
Williams
Yeah.
were taking his crown away.
I don't understand how he can still participate. No, he's out.
He's already participated because you participate online. You go to bobandtom.com/contest if you want to get involved in week 3.
But don't bother if you can't call us.
Yeah.
You can still win. Mark, hang in there,
How
buddy.
busy are you, Mark? You don't have 5 minutes for a phone call? I don't like this guy.
Thank you. I agree with what Augie's saying.
I don't like this
I'll go. I hate this guy.
That's
What do you think of that?
Apparently, he is working in an area that does not have cell
We're
phones.
working, and we're willing to take his call.
We're busy. We're on a national radio
That's
show.
right.
We've got all these plates in the air. Huh?
From you?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I do got the time. Now that I think about it.
We're just sad because we wanted to talk to Mark.
Yeah, of course.
I wanted to do the Mark and Harkin Farkin right to his face.
I wanted to hear all about Idaho and.
Well,
doesn't he live in Caldwell,
You
Idaho?
hurt us, Mark. That's what we're saying. You hurt us.
Well, we'll see.
Home of the Cougars. I wonder if he went to Caldwell High, the home of the Cougars.
Yeah.
I thought that was the home of the bankers.
Caldwell Bankers.
Thank you, Christy Lee. She knows.
Is that a regional joke?
Caldwell Banker?
Is that a big thing?
That's a real
estate
national
company.
real
Oh,
estate.
they're everywhere?
Yes.
Check local listings.
Okay.
No, they're everywhere.
Don't check local listings.
I drove by a house. You know this thing they do now where realtors, they put their photograph on the sign in the street.
I like that.
They've stopped doing that, though, I think.
No,
Yeah.
I just went by.
Well,
But it said call Timmy.
wanted to.
Timmy? What is this? His Lassie selling Christmas Carol? I don't know.
I'm
It's
not
like-
calling Timmy.
Hey, if you're thinking about buying a house, you know what? You got to get a home security system.
Yeah, you do.
And why don't you start at the top with Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system I did about 10 years ago, and it's the best. It gives me, think about who's saying this, it gives me peace of mind.
You know who said, I'm not checking them out? Mark Harkins.
Mark, yeah, that's the kind of
we're dealing with a fool. You see,
Mark and Hark and
He still wins.
Fast Protect monitoring and LiveGuard protection from Simply Safe. Get a load of this. Simply Safe agents act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. They can even see and speak to intruders and stop them in their tracks. You'll never be locked into a long-term contract. Cancel at any time. Pricing transparent and affordable. Less than $1 a day. No hidden fees ever. Simply Safe named Best Home Security System by U.S. News and World Report and Best Customer Service by an outfit called Newsweek. Easy to install and activate your Simply Safe system in less than an hour. I've done it. Or you can choose professional installation and have a pro do it for you. Protect your home with 50% off a new Simply Safe system, plus a free indoor security camera. Sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Coming up, the shoe of the week, we'll hang out with comedian Auggie Smith and Willie G. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Today, a little bit of an issue, something a little minor. Christy has a new boyfriend. She's officially announced the arrival of her new boyfriend.
He just got here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
she ordered him online. Yeah, come on.
No, I mean, you've been seeing this guy, and now suddenly it's okay.
We can go with it. Yeah,
we're going with it. It's official. And the reason we had to go with it is because this guy's name is Tom, my name. Mm-hmm. And there was some confusion behind the scenes. Christy, I'm
the only one named. I'm the original Tom.
Well, no, but Christy was telling stories. She'd go, well, this weekend, Tom and I did something, and she would tell about some exotic adventure they had, and I'd have to clarify that I had no part of this.
There has been some speculation on the show that Tom and I might be seeing each other this Tom,
but
it's
not. It's
totally not true.
So you have boyfriend Tom, and then I will be plaintiff Tom. I think.
How about Boss Tom?
I like that.
Taking it off here, Boss Tom.
But see, since he's your man, he should be Major Tom, and then I would be Minor Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
That way, since he's like the guy, you're major dude. Yeah. We'll have to settle on something. I kind of like work Tom versus play Tom. Or day Tom versus night Tom. But then sometimes you see him during the day. Like on a Saturday, you probably let him in, I assume, during the day.
No, he stays chained to the tree, Tom. He's not allowed in.
Sometimes we have lunch, I think there's a Starbucks in town that thinks that we're having an affair. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Because you know how we meet at the same Starbucks occasionally. And,
I see.
The people that work there kind of give you that look like,
Well, that's because see, he's facing them, and when you look away, he makes funny faces with his lips.
That's probably true.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the standard.
Don't ever do that again. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Sorry. That's a really creepy.
That was like a lizard
what was that? I missed
snake.
It.
No, you don't want to see it.
Let's just say Chick is the employee at Starbucks.
Yes.
And then I am facing them, sitting at the table.
And I'm sitting with my back to them.
You're sipping some annoying exotic
drink. Don't show me your tongue again, please.
And as soon as you look away,
and then he goes with his tongue, implying
that creepy pink thing come out of his face.
I was just kind of curious if you'd done any straight sort of. And now this from ABC News. No?
I'd like to. BBC News in London. I'm Lakshmi Singh.
Yeah.
Now a word from Haifa. James Pettigrew.
See, you can do it.
I could do it, sure.
Sounds a little sarcastic, but...
Yes. Well, to actually get all the words not all jumbly-wumbly, I think that's a problem. I'd have to have a constant script.
Yeah.
I think I'd have problems talking off the cuff intelligently about world issues.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're here.
Yes, exactly.
And now, the latest from Greece.
Yes.
With Maria Bamford.
In English. I'd like to order dessert with milk, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I could say something in Hindi. Kihale kuta permilangi. Hello, dog. Goodbye.
That's what I got out of 4 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hola.
Dog, goodbye.
Hola, it's hi, Frank. Hello. Hola, Paco. Que tal? Yeah.
Very handy. Very handy.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you speak a foreign language?
I went to a meetup group where you're supposed to learn Spanish, but no one was a fluent speaker, so we ended up speaking sort of pretend Spanish, like, sí, no, ay, ay, ay. It's like, oh my God, I'm really good at pretend languages.
Yeah, great.
The Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
So are the low-income schools just relying on old-fashioned narcs? Kid walks in, hey, Joey's vaping in the boys' room, Mrs. Grundy. Vaping in the boys' room.
Man, nobody wants you to talk.
Yeah, it's a long show.
Yes, indeed.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I'm making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Go downtown, for God's sake.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
That's a new feature I want to do in this show. Get off your ass.
Yeah.
Do something.
Okay. What are you going to do with your life?
Stop watching TV.
I'd like to just sit down and watch TV just once.
Yeah, of all of us, you are the person who's off their ass most of the time.
God, it's ridiculous.
You got to say no. Yeah, you got to really.
That's all you're going to say?
What's the word? No? Not familiar with it.
Like in Planet of the Apes. No.
Am I on mushrooms?
This cinema moment
happened.
You've seen Planet of the Apes.
I don't know what the hell
Haven't you?
doing.
The original? With Charlton Heston?
That's from Conquest for the Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
well, see, of course, because Ace, we should explain to our guest, Auggie Smith, Ace is an authority on terrible movies and terrible television.
I'm a big
Absolutely,
fan.
yeah.
There was that whole string of Planet of the Apes movies in the early 70s.
The 5, yeah.
Because there was Planet of the Apes, but then there was all these other ones. And I like the ones where the prequels where the monkeys take over.
Conquest.
Yeah.
Conquest is
he says, no. And he grabs the knife.
Comcast delivers.
Comcast of the Planet of the Apes.
Now, I've never seen Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
That's a weak one.
How does that work? What's Beneath the Planet of the Apes?
Oh, that's one where they set off a nuclear bomb and destroy the world.
Yeah.
Goes underground, yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, how much for you to go home and watch Beneath the Planet of the Apes today?
It's beneath me. By the way,
I have the box set I can loan you.
Oh, great! No, I've only seen the first one.
They actually worship the nuclear bomb, the missile in underground.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember there was a still picture that was on the cover of the VCR box of one of them, and it was a human protest, and it said, "No ape, go human," and I've used that all the time. Like I just go around, like when somebody does something good, I'm like, "No ape, go human." And nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Coming up, we may or may not be speaking to winner from week 2.
Well, we better be.
Of our Pigskin Picks competition.
I'll tell you that.
It will be the Chick McGee shoe-in of the week. In the meantime, we turn to the Silac News Desk featuring Christy Lee sitting next to our guest, comedian Auggie Smith. Auggie Smith has a website, by the way, AuggieSmith.com, and he is also responsible for a big event coming to Billings, Montana, and it is known as
the Big Sky Comedy Festival, October 1st through the 5th, our finals night, which will be the top 8 competitors. Will happen at the Alberta Bear right in downtown beautiful Billings, Montana.
Did you go to high school in Billings?
I did. I went to Billings Central Catholic High School, home of the Rams.
Oh.
And then one of my classmates became principal, which is so weird.
Oh.
So when it's like, I got arrested with that guy. And now he's your principal.
Oh.
Hey, that's great.
Don't you want a principal that was arrested, though?
Sure.
Yeah. The old, I don't want a skinny chef.
Understands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's
down-to-earth guy. Yeah.
That's great. Well, we return to the Silac News Desk. Christy, what's
We're
happening?
talking about movies. Actor Colin Farrell has revealed some of the surprising quirks of his transformation into the character of Oz Cobb for the new HBO limited series, The Penguin.
Against this?
Oswald Cobblepot.
Why are you against this?
They should have had you hire a fat person to play a fat character. That's right. I'm so tired of skinny actors playing fat.
Yeah, wearing fat face.
Yes.
48-year-olds old people.
They put on fat face and walk around like they're one of us.
That's right.
Yeah. There we go.
Look at that.
He said, I had a bodysuit, so I was basically covered wrist to ankle. One scene called for his character to appear naked.
Now, this is,
Gary Oldman taught him how to do this. I blame Gary Oldman.
Is this somehow related to Batman? I mean,
Yeah. It's the Penguin.
So it's but they call him Oswald.
That's his name, Oswald Cobblepot. That's his actual name.
Okay.
Penguin's name.
One scene called for his character to appear naked, which meant he was outfitted with a penguin penis that was detachable with Velcro, so he would not have to walk on set with a penguin penis.
Detachable penis.
Mr. Farrell added, the only things that were real were my hands and feet. His transformation was created by artist Mike Marino, and I read somewhere it took 4 to 5 hours every day to do this.
Now, I don't know this Mike Marin Marino, but I think his work does speak for itself.
Mike Marino? Yeah.
Pretty good.
Wow.
That's a transformation. He looks like Jack Ruby.
Hire a bald man. Well, his name is Oswald.
Once again, Tom can take any reference from anything and plop it right down into 1961.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I wonder, though, if they kind of went, let's give him sort of a Ruby type look.
No, don't tell him that.
You don't think? I mean, there is a similarity.
No.
Colin Farrell owes me $10.
Why?
Which movie?
I watched that series Sugar.
Oh, yeah.
Sugar. And did you watch that?
I didn't. I only heard good things. You didn't like it.
It cheats. And anyone who likes it, don't have them to be your friend anymore.
Oh, my God.
Don't have them to be your friend.
That's
who
in
liked
English.
it was Mark Harkins liked it.
Mark Harkins.
It's
Mark.
It's a certain. It's one of those.
You know what? He does look like Jack
We owe you an
Ruby.
apology, Tom.
Yes.
I think they did it on purpose.
You do?
The hair.
I find that is hard to believe.
Yeah.
I just saw that and said Jack Ruby.
Yeah, but I'm sure Mark Marino, whatever his name is, is at your age. He probably didn't know, but doesn't know Jack Ruby.
Maybe he's cracked a book open. Maybe he's done a little bit of history reading, like a quality American should.
But wait, honestly, though, why not get Oliver Platt or somebody?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, Colin Farrell should be on probation. Shouldn't be able to make anything since he made Sugar and.
Oh, but he's cute.
By the way, I think Colin Farrell's been on probation. He was a bit of a bad boy there.
Yeah, that's why
he's a damn good actor.
He's hot.
Oh, he's a great actor. And the show was really cool. Then all of a sudden, there's this weird.
Well, don't worry. 17 people watched it. Don't worry too much about Sugar.
Just because you got taken.
Yeah.
First of all, Christy, you'd like it. He's got a really cool classic Corvette.
Oh, nice.
One of the best eras of Corvettes ever.
Yeah. Well, early 60s?
Not a piece of metal in that car anywhere.
Just the engine. Hear it hum. Okay, who wants obscure Jack Ruby trivia?
Well, why not?
Ready?
Yeah. Is there any way we can get through this segment without doing
No.
Okay.
Pat, you may know this.
I am that old.
What famous musician?
Bill Paxton.
No.
He's not a musician.
What famous musician?
He plays saxophone.
Actually worked at a club, unbeknownst to them, that was owned by Jack Ruby.
Oh, I did
Bob Dylan.
Hear this story. I don't know.
Very close.
Chet Baker.
Tom Harden. Tim Harden.
Not Chet Baker. I don't know
John
if Tim.
Sebastian.
The answer is the band.
Oh.
In an early form of the band, Robbie Robertson and the band. It was before the assassination, obviously, and they played this club, and it was real seedy, and there was no roof on it. They had to sleep on the floor.
Robbie Robertson had just started stealing lyrics from Lee Von Hell. That's really interesting.
What about this piece of? Who knows this piece of trivia? What American vice president paid Jack Ruby to shoot Oswald?
I know that. Pick me.
Yes.
Would it be Lyndon Johnson?
That is correct.
That is correct.
First guess.
Oh, God.
First guess.
Another weak-minded conspiracy guy. We're going to take a break. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom.
You think you lost money in investing? My whole people lost money in investing. Bernie Madoff came along and set us back 10,000 years. I hate that guy so much. I hate Bernie Madoff so much. Not for what he did, because I don't care about the rich. I hope they lose their money. But no, for how he looked physically. Did he have to look so Jewish while he was doing that? He's already the image of a Jew that's in every redneck's paranoid mind's eye. Just some crook-nosed Jew on top of a pile of gold coins, swimming in it like Scrooge McDuck. Like, I'm gonna take the Gentiles' money. Like, I always trip out when I see somebody that so fully embodies a stereotype like Bernie Madoff did. Like, when you see a nerd who's actually wearing a pocket protector, like, they don't even make pocket protectors anymore. Believe me, I know. That guy had to go out and hand mold the plastic resin that fit into his nerdy little pocket. Or when you're driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off and you look into the car and it is, in fact, an Asian woman, you're like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you seriously going to be Asian right now? There are people watching you. Have a little bit of self-respect and don't be Asian. Like, when I'm walking along and I see a quarter on the ground, I don't pick it up. It kills me not to. But I don't do it because there's people watching. There are people watching.
You don't want to reinforce the stereotype.
No.
That's correct. You got
man.
Keep it real.
Moshe Kasher is our guest.
I live in L.A. now. I live near Hollywood. I live across the street from a 99-cent store because comedy makes dreams come true.
Yes.
Yeah, they now sell a 99-cent pregnancy test. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah. How bad does one's life have to be? Like, how far down the socioeconomic ladder do you need to flop before the 99-cent pregnancy test seems like a viable health option? The 99-cent pregnancy test when you kinda have to know. So I bought one. Yeah.
Well, why not?
Just to see what would happen. I peed on the little stick.
And?
Turns out I have hepatitis C. I caught it from the test.
Wow, cool.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're going to... I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But it's all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand it. This like MySpace and Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. I don't. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Psst, could I be your friend?" Denied. To be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there, I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arm.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but sure. Remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh, yeah.
They'd say, "Oh, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed that? I mean, I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. You know, they didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because, you know, I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me." Could repeat that. And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going, "Yeah, they damn well someone make up a thing in there, put someone down on him." He goes, "Excuse me, what?" I said, "Yeah, how do you like it up, Boom? Huh? Try that on for size."
I did a show at this dance club. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I don't like to dance. The lady running the show, she was like, "Why don't you shake what your mama gave you?" I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to shake scoliosis and a low self-esteem, but there were black lights everywhere in that venue, on stage and backstage where I'm standing. And I was just doing the normal pre-show check, and I had a stain on my pants right here. I know, I felt the same way. What had happened was, you know when you put your pants in the washer and you dump the soap in, it all landed right here, and that shows up under a black light. I didn't know that, and neither did anybody else. Because I was on stage and everybody was like, "Oh, man, that is a lot." It was a capful, it was a lot. That's 2 loads, so. If you think that's a dirty joke, it's because you're a dirty person. It's a laundry joke, it's a clean joke, so.
Want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a $500 Steven Singer gift card. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks.
Hey, hi, it's Tom. Coming up next week in the Bob and Tom Show, a bunch of great comedy from the likes of Kostaki Economopoulos, comedian Jen Kober, Reno Collier, and, of course, Sexy Time with Allie Breen.
I literally spend a half hour tugging on his silly putty until he finally passes out.
That's next week in the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
BMW. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Waiting for that joke of the day. I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, we got good news and bad news.
What is it?
Well, the good news, the great news is Bob and Tom comedy legend Auggie Smith is in the studio.
Hey,
Augie.
hey.
And the bad news is Mark Harkin will not be able to join us.
Ah, boy.
Farkin Harkin.
He's our winner for week 2 in our Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks competition, but he is unable to access a device to communicate with us at this time of day.
My God.
Yeah, the wait.
Good Lord. How about he can't be on the phone right now?
Well, that either. But the point is, so should we have force Willie to make some picks with you?
Time now for the show. Oh, we could. I don't think we should force him to do anything.
Are you kidding? Why not?
No, because I wouldn't want to be forced to do it.
I force you to do it.
Yeah, I know, but that's different.
And he's my son.
Well, I mean, Augie could also do it. I'm sure you versed in.
I could be Mark Harkins.
There you go. Now we're.
Hey, man, this is Mark Harkins, man.
Okay.
There he is, Mark
I'm
Harkins.
late, man.
So you're going to be.
I was busy driving slow in the left-hand lane.
So you're the faux Mark Harkins.
Mark Harkins here.
Okay.
Sounds just like him.
Are we doing it right now?
Yes, we are.
Hang on, I got to get my paper and. Okay, I'm ready now.
All you have to do is listen.
Yeah,
I writes them all
I have
down.
to write him down.
Then he can pretend on Monday that he wrote them down and he can't find them.
Have you seen his chicken scratch? He should be a doctor writing himself prescriptions for Vicodin.
Yeah, it's right there.
I can barely read that. It's on Instagram, and I never mind.
Easily find.
I'm 8-8 against the spread so far, and as we embark on week number 3, I like the Patriots last night plus the 6.5. That did not go. I like the Browns -7 against the Giants, Tom, on Sunday. What do you think, Mark?
Well, Mark Harkins. I'm going to say no. I think it's the weekend of Danny Dimes.
Daniel Jones, that's the Giants. Yeah, Mark Harkin likes the Giants, Tom. I'm going to take the Saints -2 versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Thumbs up from Mark Harkins on that one.
Okay, he likes the Saints in that one.
I like to think somewhere right now Mark Harkins goes, I would never make that pick.
He's screaming.
I should have called.
Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. The Raiders hosting the Panthers, and Carolina getting 6. Who do you like, Mark? Carolina?
Going to be a boat race. I'd say Raiders by at least 21.
I like the Raiders -6 as well, Tom. And then my bonus picks for this week, I like the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Ooh. And Dallas, a home underdog, getting 2 points. What do you like, Mark?
I Mark Harkins, am puzzled by that one.
Yeah.
But I, Mark Harkins, am a big Dak Prescott fan, so I think I'll go with that.
Okay, and I'm going to take Baltimore -2 because Lamar Jackson is like 20-1 against NFC teams. And then I'll take...
Mark Harkins didn't know that stat. If Mark Harkins had knew that stat...
The Detroit Lions visit the Cardinals in the desert. Arizona, an underdog. They're getting 3. Who do you like, Mark?
You got to take Arizona.
Yeah, you got to take Arizona plus the 3. That's exactly right, Mark. And the Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the Harbaugh robots this week, the Chargers. Pittsburgh home underdog getting 2.
Getting 2 points. No, you got to take the Chargers there.
Chargers -2 is what Mark Harkins say. I said Pittsburgh plus the 2, Tom.
All right.
And that's this week's shoe-in of the week.
So, Mark, tell me about yourself.
Why don't you have a phone?
Yeah, why don't you have a phone? What the hell's going on?
Well, my whole family's in the telegraph business.
I see.
It's been a lean couple decades for us.
The telephone.
You may know the Harkins Telegraph. That was my great-great-grandfather. Yes.
And the telephone is a passing fad.
Then we got into the fax machine business. And that's been a little slow going since then.
I got 2 words, three words for you. 3 letters for you. VHS.
Oh.
Well, I just put a bunch of money into beepers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I sold a bunch overseas.
Yeah.
I think it's going well. I don't know.
Hong Kong.
I think it's going well.
Hello, Trojan Horse. Trojan Horse Beeper Company. We also have pagers and walkie-talkies. Well, we were discussing the Colin Farrell and how he owes me $10 for sitting through the TV series Sugar, which takes a wild turn. If anyone saw that, if they disagree with me, please defend what they did on that show. And
did Kelly agree with you, or did she like it?
Oh, she didn't watch that one.
Oh, I thought she did.
We are watching together. We're watching the Bad Monkey Show.
Mm-hmm. Does she like that?
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I like it too.
Man,
It's really
finally
fun.
Vince Vaughn found something for Vince Vaughn.
He makes me. I don't. You know how certain people have a certain thing, and if they get it in the right place,
it's a lot of Vince Vaughn.
But he embraces that. He knows he talks a lot. He knows.
But he's got whatever he has.
Doesn't make
I
it
can't
right.
define it. This is the perfect role for him. He has.
Yes.
Yeah, because he pulls back a little bit. Finally, he pulls it back a little bit, and made that character a charming.
Say this, hey man, I like your vibe, but it just you start howling. Yeah. In any event, we're watching that together.
Yeah, we're watching that together too.
Play a little slap and tickle.
Now, do you do that? Do you do that with your significant other? Do you like sit down and watch a show together?
There's all these movies and stuff you can't watch. You get onto the airplane, I know I can't watch anything because we have to watch it together.
Yeah.
And so I can only pick stuff that I know that she'll hate. I really want to watch the end of Chimp Crazy.
Oh yeah,
you know about
of
Chimp?
course, Chimp Crazy.
Chimp Crazy.
Yeah, that lady.
They're nuts about chimps.
Yeah.
But we started watching it, so now I can't watch the end of it. And if we might never see each other again, me and the wife. She travels for business at the beginning of the week, and I travel for business at the end of the week. And the only thing that really bothers me is that we can't watch these shows.
Oh, that's the only
It's
thing.
it's not the only thing. That was Mark Harkins that just said that.
That's right. Why don't you put your foot down and go, babe, we got to stop this.
You have to quit your job so we can watch documentaries about monkeys.
No, you got to not get mad if I watch the show without you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yes, just tell a woman you got to not get mad. Then I'll tell her to calm down. How about that?
We've been reviewing that.
Why don't I tell her to smile more? How about that? You'd be so much prettier.
Smile.
Does she watch a show that you absolutely detest, but then she'll have it on and you walk in and you're like, all of a sudden you're sitting down on the couch kind of half interested?
No.
I did that with Pimple Popper. I got roped into Pimple Popper.
Oh.
Yeah. It's nuts.
I did that yesterday with the Golden Bachelorette, and he came home from work a little early, and he goes, "What are you watching?" I go, "It's almost over." But then he sat down, and he's like, "Well, why is it?" I go, "See, you get roped in."
Now, tell me about the Golden Bachelor.
Ask her if she was playing with herself when he came home.
No, I wasn't. That's a middle of the day
Could
thing.
I?
I already know.
Could I?
The Golden Bachelorette.
What is this?
It's a woman. She's 61 years old. She's from the Baltimore, Maryland area. Her name is Joan, and she's searching for love.
Why didn't you ask about this?
She was on the Golden.
Now we have to hear about it.
She was on the Golden Bachelor. Ace is into this.
No, when you say on the Golden,
right?
hang on a second. When you said she was on the Golden Bachelor,
down?
She was on the Golden Bachelor. She was a contestant.
Was she on him?
No, she was a contestant. Left early.
How many?
She left very early in the show because her daughter had a baby, and she went home to take care of her daughter and her new baby, her new grandbaby.
Did she sleep with the guy in the Bachelor show?
She did not.
So
she didn't get that far.
She's the only one, huh?
It was right until this moment I realized where the producers of It's a Charlie Brown Christmas came up with the idea for the teacher's voice.
So now she's just electing from 24 eligible bachelors.
Okay.
Who are
I hate these
55
shows
and older.
because these shows never work out. They never get married. The last one they got married and divorced, right? Already.
Yeah, within like a month.
Yeah. That was the Golden Bachelor.
I don't like the. See, I think it's ageist that they only have old guys going after her. They should pepper in some of the regular, like 27-year-old, wannabe actor guys, and see if she picks them. Who knows?
Who knows? You're right.
See if it is about love or if it's about something else.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. And then they have the kids shoot. They have these videos they shot. They show their dad. We are so happy you're on the show. We hope this works out for you.
We hope you get
sweet.
laid, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Special guest next week, Mark Harkins.
I knew Harkins was going to be on. That son of a bitch driving the stage.
It was just a way to get a hold of him. Yeah.
He's got time for the Golden Bachelor, I guess.
Send word to Harkins.
Don't you find that these shows that
it's like sending for the marshal in the Old West.
Harkins don't come through till next 6 weeks.
These shows they're populated with these narcissists that they're on camera. I can't believe I got in this situation. You volunteered for this, you idiot.
Oh, a lot of these older guys, they were volunteered by their family.
Well, are they at the narcissist meetings?
I never see them.
There's a twist on this.
But I don't see anybody.
Yeah, right. I really
focused in on me. Okay.
What's the twist?
Well, the Bachelor The Bachelorette, the current
The lady?
Bachelorette.
Which is it?
The Bachelorette, who's engaged now. She got engaged on The Bachelorette. She showed up with her dad, and her dad is now competing on The Golden Bachelorette.
What is this, incest now? I can't even follow this.
How old's her dad?
She's sleeping with her dad.
57. No. He's 57.
You know, I wonder. Shut up.
Oh, you're going to want to know what happens.
No,
I hate
it. I don't care.
Ace will want to know. He watches.
Well, of course. That's how you define terrible television.
Yes. Look it up. What's the Ace endorsement? Thumbs up. Pass.
I got a show for you, too.
No, I bet you don't.
The Cable Ace Awards is just the shoot that Ace watches.
Yes. Ace and Mark Harkins. Lots of bad TV. Damn you, Mark Harkins.
You go, Joan.
The best way to listen to Mark's show
is on my Raycon earbuds, because you'll say, hey, they've redone these Raycon earbuds. They just launched their upgraded model. You'd be right. And they've got brand new colors. Blush violet, forest green, royal blue, classic black. And now Raycons, you get multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once. Plus new quick charge function and active noise cancellation. The ergonomic earbud shape and optimized gel tips fit the widest range of ears. And it's a shame we had a pair for Mark Harkin, but he doesn't get them now. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's right, 15% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Now, I think that Auggie Smith is a man with opinions, and I think he's going to have some opinions when we come back. So I want to review once again the latest entries from the National Toy Hall of Fame. They've got their nominees for the Hall of Fame toys for 2024. These always get me angry, and I know that you. I know. I
hate toys.
There are very few people that have, oddly enough, the 2 baldest guys in this room both have a hair trigger when it comes to being annoyed and angry. We'll be back with that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Celebrate the life.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practice, and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight, and his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would say. Now he's sporting wings. And he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell. But George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong, but I know he's tired of me singing this f***ing song. A big white hat with a black six-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye, Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo. But yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park.
Yelling at somebody. Good morning. Hi. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom, we have a very special guest.
Well, a couple of them.
Yeah.
We have joining us. Just a second. Joining us. I'm trying to formulate this bad introduction.
Okay.
Joining us on the big screen is Mark Harkins.
Hey!
Finally, Harkins.
Marco.
Wait a minute. It's not Mark Harkins.
Has anybody ever told you look like Willie Griswold?
It's Willie G. And Willie,
hey guys, it's good to see you.
One of your favorites is here, Willie, the great Auggie Smith.
Hey, what's going on, Auggie? Good to see you, man.
I think the first time you saw Willie, he was probably 8.
Yeah, he was a kid in the green room, and waiting for the show, and he was like listening, and would not shut up about asking me about jokes and stuff and how they work. And so now he's out there making jokes work.
That's right.
Now, Willie, do you want to take on a few more picks? Because I got to Chick and Augie's picks already. Augie had to sit in for our winner, Mark Harkins.
Oh, those weren't my picks. Those were all
Mark Harkins
Mark
picks.
Harkins picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. Do you feel strongly about any of these games this weekend?
Colts are 0-2. So let's just start there. I want to talk to you guys about Prize Picks today.
Okay.
Prize Picks is really good, for a team with good players but bad records. Like, say, your Indianapolis Colts. If you want to have a little bit of fun with the Colts, this weekend, Colts are playing the Bears. So what I like to do on Prize Picks, I pick more on my favorite players, and I pick less on the opponents. But now they're offering this thing with Caleb Williams, who I love. Caleb Williams. I sympathize with him because we both moved to Chicago and thought things would be going better by now. Pick it up a little quicker. And it's Colts Bears. It's kind of that replay of that Super Bowl where the Colts beat the Bears. It was very fun, but sometimes I do see Devin Hester returning kicks in my nightmares. But this week with Prize Picks, we have a special with Caleb Williams. It's just one. It's one pass yard if he gets more than one pass yard. So my big Prize Picks thing that I'm doing this week is more Caleb Williams getting more than one pass yard, Alec Pierce getting more than 27.5 receiving yards, and then Richardson and Pittman combining for more than half a rushing or receiving touchdown. So yeah, those are the picks. And if you guys want to get involved, Ace, you can pick Minshew touchdowns. Pat, you can pick how many batteries Eagles fans are going to throw at the refs.
That's exciting.
Yeah, the Eagles, weren't they just voted one of the
rudest teams
out there? I don't know. Now, out in L.A., who do you root for now, Augie? You've got all these teams.
Well, that's the thing, Ace. I'm a Raider guy. I've always been a Raider guy.
That's why you're funny.
And it doesn't matter that they keep leaving me. It's just like my father. I'm still going to love him. Move to a different city, make himself impossible for me to watch. It doesn't matter. Willie, I moved to Chicago when I started stand-up from Montana. That was my first ever landing spot, was in Chicago. And when I first moved there, you know how many clubs there were? You know how many clubs? There was 14 working comedy clubs.
Wow.
Rosemont had 3 clubs. Oh. That was the height of the comedy boom. And now you're there, and there's 2 working clubs, and they're both on their way out. I'm not sure it was the best move, but I'm happy that you did it. And what I'm going to tell you, if you do ever decide to relocate to L.A., I know a garage where you can get a suit, my friend.
Wow. Oh, you missed that.
Yeah.
Ganoush, right?
My man Ganoush.
The Armenian.
My man, he's got all sizes. There's not too many 3-pieces around, but he always finds a 3-piece for me, so if that's your thing.
Now, Willie, Ace, in the course of this morning's show, Ace never really reveals himself, but every once in a while, little tidbits emerge. We found out that Ace has... L.A. Excuse me. Sorry, now I'm doing it. Ace has Las Vegas Raiders pillowcases. Now, I don't know. At your house...
Time out. Wait a minute. Do you have the whole sheet set or just the pillowcases?
They don't make it for king-size bed.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise.
They don't make big boy sheets.
Yeah. But they, oddly enough, they only make Raiders Magnum condoms. So, Willie, now what is you have all kinds of, for your favorite teams, anything unusual at your place that would be embarrassing for a lady should you get home?
Oh my gosh! Why would he share that with you?
Not that I can think of. I've just got I've got jerseys. I've got kind of like old school, like the old school kind of like triangle flag things, whatever those are called.
Pennants.
Yeah,
he's his father's son, isn't he?
No paternity test required.
Willie,
triangle flag.
I don't know if you can see this, Willie. I brought it up because I have. Can you see this? Is he on the camera? I got you a Dwight Freeney Hall of Fame bobblehead.
Nice.
Well, I can put it right next to my Tariq Glenn Hall of Fame bobblehead. I do have a lot of Colts bobbleheads around. I've got a bunch of random bobbleheads, silly stuff like that. I didn't even think of it. I don't think of it as very embarrassing. I think I'm still 31, so stuff like that's not that embarrassing for me. It's still kind of cool and fun.
Now, I'm having an interesting thing going on right now. We have a new puppy, as you know, Willie. Yeah. And my little girl, Hart, who's 9, wanted a smaller dog because we have 2 big dogs. So we got this puppy, and then we wanted Hart to name her.
Yeah.
So after a lot of coaxing, we got her to name her Dungy after
every 9-year-old.
after the great Tony Dungy.
Which little girl
Hart.
was? Hart. Okay, Hart, of course, knows that Tony Dungy was the inventor of the Tampa 2 defense.
Yeah,
I
of
think.
course.
Is that why she really loved
This is your sister,
Coach
Willie.
Dungy? Yeah.
So I have found it's interesting because it's amazing how many people, when you say the dog's name is Dungy, they look at me like, what's that?
Yeah.
We all do.
Right. We all did.
Yeah.
What? You're not familiar with the great Tony Dungy?
Well, we are.
Well, yeah, but nobody names their dog after him.
Sure they do. How many dogs in Chicago are named Ditka and Wrigley?
Well, everybody.
I mean, I could do some sort of census if you'd like. I could go door to door and I could try to figure this out.
Yeah.
What would they say about those people who name their dogs Ditka?
Well,
Would they name? Well, there's a clear-thinking individual.
Yeah.
Come here, butt kiss. Come here, butt kiss.
Butt
Good
kiss.
little butt kiss.
yeah.
Good.
See, every time you say Dungy, I think you're saying Doogie.
Doogie?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Pile of poop.
Are dingy like the
Yeah.
dogs dirty all the time?
Yeah,
But he's a little white, puffy little doggy.
I know.
Okay.
She wanted to name the dog Bingo. Wasn't
Bingo's
it Bingo?
cute.
No, she wanted to name the
Bingo.
dog Elvis, and we already had an Elvis.
Then she wanted Bingo. How
Well,
cute
you
is
can
that?
have another Elvis.
No, my dog Elvis is in the Dog Hall of Fame.
You name it Elvis 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Problem
You
solved.
guys, he's not great with names. I mean, this is Hart's dog, and I should point out, Hart's name, that's my middle name. He's
That's
ran
right.
out of names at this point.
That's true, actually.
That's true.
That's your middle name? I didn't know that.
You
see,
did
it's-
run out of names.
It's my grandfather's name.
Well, you can't use it
And
twice.
it's-
Why are you using it twice?
Because it's a middle name, and Willie's
You can
Willie.
do it with your children, but not your dog.
That's right. Because my kids aren't in the Hall of Fame. My dog Elvis is Chick, you knew my dog Elvis. He
I
was
did.
the greatest dog ever. Never
he would
needed
be
a leash.
honored to have a live dog named after
He
him.
is in the
Yes.
Dog Hall of Fame.
Didn't that dog die going to the bathroom?
Yep.
Isn't that the... yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, Tom left a nylon out and he swallowed
No,
it.
33
he
pounds of
didn't.
Strangled
That
himself
was
to
cold.
death.
Sorry.
He almost turned himself inside out taking a crap.
But like the real Elvis, you buried him in the backyard.
Yes. Now, speaking of the Hall of Fame, if we can review this for just a second.
God, what are we talking about now?
The Toy
Toy
Hall of Fame. This makes me mad every year.
This is divisive every year, yeah.
The Toy Hall of Fame, they've released the nominees, and I'm on board for a lot of them.
Okay.
I've got to tell you this.
Let's go over the nominees.
There are 12 finalists. This year's list-
12?
12. I'm having a tough day, okay? Leave me alone. This year's...
Tough week.
How long's a day for you? Like a month? 6
You
weeks?
and I are going to go out in the parking lot. I'm going to kick you so hard.
She's talking to Josh.
This year's finalists include the game Apples to Apples.
Dumb.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game.
But again, see,
It's
this
not
is
a toy.
Should there be a category
Oh,
for
yeah, where
the
do you find
games?
games? In the toy department.
Well, you shouldn't. They
They're
should be in the
toys.
game.
They're in the game department.
They're in the
Should be in the
toy
game department.
They're at a toy store.
No, I shouldn't be able to buy a Dolly and a Monopoly game in the same section.
This is
You're
part.
wrong.
This is part of the problem with our culture. This is.
Yeah, I
This
say
is-
it's
going down
the only problem.
This
with our
is like like the crap with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There are all these non-rock and roll artists in it.
Everybody likes Dolly. We'll put her in the Rock and Roll
it's
Hall of
ridiculous.
Fame.
This is like Bob Dylan getting the Nobel Prize in Literature. Bob Dylan, great songwriter, great artist, not a writer.
He's right. This is a societal.
Yeah.
We are slouching toward Toys R Us, my friends.
No, I hear you guys. I
Games
mean,
are toys.
if you start putting board games in the Toy Hall of Fame, I mean, that's a bit of a risk, you know? It could lead to a lot of trouble. You might have to say sorry. It's could be quite the operation.
That's right.
Willie.
Some of these, I'm just being cute.
You are.
I'm not going to burst your bubble, but there are already games in the Hall of Fame.
What's
so-
wrong? All right, so apples to apples.
Yeah, the balloon has been nominated.
The balloon? How is it not already in?
I agree.
Like,
yeah.
That should have been one of the first five.
Yeah, day one.
Oh, well, you better grab yourself, Augie.
But there are some.
The stick is in.
Yeah.
A stick.
With a cup or just the
No,
stick?
just a stick.
Like as in a branch. And I think it should be in there. I had a lot of fun with sticks. You know what? I still
Everybody
do.
plays
Every
with-
now and again,
every kid
I'm
plays with
mowing
a
my
stick.
backyard. There's a stick. I take it. I whip it. Yeah.
What about the bubble? Is the bubble in?
Bubble?
Bubbles, I think,
Bubbles are in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
thank God.
Okay, now we're getting back to the nominees this year.
Yes.
Choose Your Own Adventure game books. I'm not familiar with those.
I loved these.
These were great, but they're not a toy.
See, I'm with you. That's exactly what I said, Og.
A book is not a toy.
No.
Right.
Choose your own. That's a book for socialists. Tell me how it ends. Get out of here with that.
It's just lazy writing. It's just a guy that can't figure out an ending.
You do it.
I don't have a third act. You.
It's like crowd work.
Yeah, it's exactly like crowd work, Tom.
Enough already with the crowd work.
It's lazy.
What else, Christy?
Hess Toy Trucks.
Yes.
Now that's a
Yes.
given. That's
that's just a marketing tool. Why if they say toy trucks instead of Hess?
Well, because
how did he
Tonka,
wrangle that?
we had Tonka go
Tonka's in.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, but Tonka trucks are Tonka trucks. Hess Oil is a
They
major
came out every
corporation.
Christmas or something.
And what's next? The Wienermobile? That isn't a toy. It's an icon.
My Little Pony has been nominated so many times and still not in.
I think because there's a weird sexual component to that.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Hear him
Tom,
out.
I don't think it's weird. I think you're fine. There's nothing.
Because
What is this sexual
Because
component?
there's that whole thing of boys and the bronies.
That's not sexual.
That's not
No, it's
then
not
they,
sexual.
Then they become furries.
You know somebody that's a
and
brony.
they use butt plugs with tails.
He is saying that being a brony is a gateway to freedom.
You know a brony. You know that, right?
I love that guy, Derek.
Yes.
I won't say his full name.
But
It's Derek Schultz. I'll say it all day long. Oh my! Derek himself talks about being a
Yes.
brony. He's not closeted.
He's proud of it.
What's a brony?
It's a fan of Little Pony.
Yeah,
My
a
Little
male fan of
My Little Pony.
Oh, sorry, a person assigned male at birth who's a fan of My Little Pony.
Never heard.
A cisgender.
Phase 10 has been nominated. Once again, that is a game, a card
Christy,
game.
You're familiar with Phase 10.
Yeah, it's a card game.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So if you haven't played
does poker get in the Toy Hall of Fame?
Phase 9, you're lost.
Poker, I don't know that
I'm saying-
poker's in here yet, but
Okay.
the Pokemon trading card game is in, or not in, but been
Gotta be in.
nominated.
Not a
I
toy.
would vote.
You would vote for that?
Yeah. I think it classifies as a toy.
Remote controlled vehicles.
Yeah.
That's been
Just
nominated.
in general,
They're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They're good.
they should be in.
The stick horse. I'm assuming they mean the hobby horse.
The one, yeah, the broomstick with a
with a
horse head
head,
on it.
yeah.
Once again, can't believe it's not already in.
Right.
That's kind of a
That
staple.
should be a
Every
first
kid's
ballot.
had one.
Should be a first ballot.
The trampoline.
That was nominated by orthopedic surgeons and insurance companies.
Bringing up the list of finalists for this year's nominations, the Transformers.
Yeah,
and that's also been nominated many times.
And there's a Transformer movie coming out. You do the math.
That's tidy. Fans may vote for your favorite finalists as part of a Player's Choice ballot at toyhalloffame.org.
Don't do it. It's just a way to get on toy jury duty.
The 2024 toy inductees will be announced in November. So we'll, in a couple of months, know who's actually getting in.
All right.
To date, 84 toys are in the Hall of Fame.
Is it a brick and mortar building?
I believe in Rochester,
Rochester, New York. Thank you very much. Yes, you're right.
I've got a list of all of them, but yeah, you're right though. Bubbles is in there. Barbie, of course, is in there. Rubik's Cube.
Is Sand?
Yep,
I remember
Sand
that was,
is in.
So that did make it.
Yep, Sand.
The wiffle ball.
Yeah.
Some good stuff.
Why is it dirt in there from mud pies?
You know what else is in there? Cardboard box.
Well, that's the best. That's number one.
Oh, well, there are a lot of cats voted that year.
Basic elements are in water, air. That
See,
made it.
now the one that the Etch-a-Sketch is in there, and it should be, but I'm just not a fan. Etch-a-Sketch to me is how do we make kids hate drawing? Why no? Make it impossible. That's a good idea.
How is it impossible?
I don't. He's always said this. I don't.
They don't do well in California because of the earthquake. I finally got it. It's perfect.
I've recreated Raphael. Oh my God.
Oh no, it's gone.
So, Willie, what else you got going? Are you on stage this weekend? You're taking the week off, aren't you?
Yeah, this is my only weekend in September. I'm not working. I'm very excited. I'm going to watch the Buffaloes with some college friends at a bar on Saturday.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Ah, a lot of media coverage these days.
Yeah,
a lot of controversy there.
It's
that whole sexual component.
Yeah, Deion Sanders makes you horny. You might want to. What?
All righty. And I know you've got something coming up. I want to say it's October 10th to the 12th with Greg Warren in Louisville. Am I getting that right?
Yes, sir.
And then Go Bananas, October 31, November 1 and 2 with the great Greg Hahn. Some great stuff coming up. Anything else on your table over there?
Well, yeah, just a few more things I want to say about Prize Picks, you guys. You know what? Like, I still play regular fantasy football, but with Prize Picks, I know we're all going to miss the fun team names in regular fantasy football. That's what everyone's talking about, how much they're going to miss the fun pun team names. So on Prize Picks, you guys, you can still do that. Like, I have this one. You have to get Alvin Kamara, and then you have to pick 2 other short players. So this week I'm picking J.K. Dobbins and Aaron Jones, and that one's called Alvin and the Chipmunks. Very fun.
Good.
Speaking of that, J.K. Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins is a crazy name. J.K. Dobbins. J.K. sounds like a British author, and Dobbins sounds like a character written by that British author.
Sure.
Please, Dobbins needs a home. It's a very weird name. You can also do, this was Keeping Up with the Joneses. That's anything with Aaron Jones and Daniel Jones. This one I'm calling either Juvenile or Beep Beep because these guys usually back that ass up. That's right, Lee Williams and Skylar Thompson. And then I like this one a lot. It's the Product Placement Parlay. These ones are all guys that are brands. So Tank Dell, like Dell Computers, or Garrett Wilson, like the tennis balls, or Josh Allen of Wrench fame. And I know you guys are keeping up with the Kendrick Drake beef, I'm sure. So you can show your allegiance. You can pick less on Drake London or more on Lamar Jackson. And then if you're a big music fan, you know, Jonathan Taylor or DeAndre Swift, even if you hate him, you can get on the app, pick less Taylor, less Swift, and less Kelsey. And then I know this is kind of this is something that I've called the Ace Cosby special. Is the Ace Cosby special? It's brought to you by Ace's Window, and it's whenever you pick less on car.
He's got
All right.
Ace's Window.
Well, thank you very much, Willie. Some great picks. And we've got, of course, Chick's Picks posted for the shoe-in of the week with a special guest, Mark Harkins.
Yes.
Harkins here.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Willie. Good to see you.
See you, Willie. Have a great weekend. Go Bucks. All right. We're coming right back with our little bit of history for Auggie Smith. How about that? We'll see how smart this guy is.
And a joke, I believe.
Oh, and the joke of the day. Yeah. Wait a minute. Willie's waving his hands. Are you waving goodbye, Willie?
No, I have to do the whole read here.
Okay,
right
go
now.
ahead.
You
Go
guys
ahead.
gotta
Go
give me
ahead. You can do it.
Half a minute. So, yeah, just go to prizepicks.com or just download the Prize Picks app today. Use code TOM. Tell them my dad sent you. Use code TOM. Get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That is code TOM on Prize Picks to get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Willie.
Thanks, Willie. We got it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
You might hear bits of conversation as you pass through public places. Some loud talker on a cell phone or a tiff at the next table. Most washed by and not remembered. But one evening last December, I passed 2 women talking by the front door of my hotel. I stopped and thanked them by the curb the moment that I heard their words and said it was the finest line of eavesdrop I'd ever overheard. Their words stuck inside my head, so I wrote down the words they said. And with a hotel pen, I wrote then they had to taser her again. 'Cause then they had to taser her. First time wasn't phasing her. Whatever she did it twice. Who was this gal? Why weren't she nice? They zapped her once. She improvised a twitchy breakdance jazzercise. Didn't get the hint, cause then they had to taser her again. These swirling words did not relent, speculating about this incident, and it's gonna drive me crazy, wondering what went wrong. Were there warrants unresolved? How much alcohol was involved? And did her stepson remember to return to the trailer the next day to feed her snake? Cause then they had to taser her. First time wasn't phasing her. Whatever she did it twice. Who was this gal? Why weren't she nice? Her hair, it spiked. She spilled her bong. They upped the volts. She soiled her thong. Didn't get the hint, cause then they had to taser her again. No, she didn't catch the drift, cause then they had to taser her again.
Haywood Banks. Somebody go back and feed the snake.
That's a bad day.
Boy, soiling a thong is a bad day. Ooh, not a lot of room.
Well, you know what?
Not a lot of room to catch anything.
Right? Yeah.
This song isn't hard to do.
Yeah. In the last break, if you were with us, you know that we took a pair of special panties known as the Club Vibe. And these panties have a special vibrating device.
Very
that,
special.
Slips into a pocket in the
front of the
most intimate area. Yes,
Yeah.
in the front naughty, I think.
Right,
Is what
the
it's
front naughty.
Oh, I like that.
in that zone. And Josh put them on, and then Josh, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, not bad.
And the way it worked, there was a button there's a remote control button, and Sadie and Chick were able to press that button. It also
and you talk into it, the sound activates it. Yeah.
So as an experiment, we brought Dean, our producer, into the room, who's a very fine guitarist, and Dean happens to have a bass. Try playing a note on the bass, and Christy, see if it vibrates, please.
All right, here we go, and we should come up with a safe word.
No, we should
need me to stop.
Wait a minute. What note are you choosing? Are you a romantic note?
Yeah, because no doesn't mean no. When
No
you have
doesn't-
safe word.
The safe word should
What's
be
your safe word?
Chick.
Oh, I think Getty. Getty Lee.
Getty Lee.
Yell for Getty and we'll stop.
Getty, okay.
Chick would be fine. I like that.
And remember, you don't have to listen to the safe word.
So now when he hits the bass,
But
tell
then
me
that's not safe.
Tell me if it
That's
vibrates.
bad
when
advice.
he
All right,
hits.
we'll start out with it. We'll start out with the G string right here.
Is that vibrating?
Is
it still vibrating?
Oh,
Yes.
it indeed the G?
picks up ambient sound from
Okay,
this.
wait a
It's
minute.
not inside. I'm not
Okay,
putting
I
a
don't know.
G-spot.
I don't know how much longer we can go. Her face is already flush. I don't
Hey, this
think.
is foreplay. That was just a
I don't
foreplay
think-
Yeah.
note.
Dean,
Okay.
do something with kind of a beat to it.
Well, let's see if she can take a low E right here.
Oh my God.
Does that change the vibration?
Yeah.
Does it?
Well, and it's sustaining.
Hey, I'm feeling a little left out over here.
Oh, do you have another pair?
You can't favor women. We do have another pair.
Okay, here's the funny thing. There's kind of a little delay between
When you hit the
hit the chord and then it picks it up.
Anticipation, little anticipation.
We need
Oh boy.
Does it vibrate?
You know,
hard,
none of the bass players I ever dated did
Okay,
this.
Tom, look at her face. I mean,
She's getting all red.
Yes.
Do you know the bass line to Whippin' Post?
Okay, that's not funny.
No more news today, you guys.
And I did not. Okay.
Never. Anybody.
Hi, this is Mike McRae, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Big one. One, a dating site catering to those with or in the market for large members.
Size queens.
Yes, is hoping to use the grocery cart model, but instead of placing a pineapple upside down to indicate that you're looking for romance, men with large penises put cucumbers in their cart. Don't you buy cucumbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really awkward. Hey, lady, look, I'm just trying to make a salad.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold. Yeah. Ace Cosby's here. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. And our special guest is here.
He is a comedian and a well-dressed man.
Oh, yes.
He is Auggie Smith. Good to see you again, Auggie. And we're going to do a little, how do I want to word this?
Quiz?
A little bit of help for Augie.
Help.
Oh, good.
Oh, sure. You've been a professional.
I love help.
You've been a professional comedian for a long time.
Oh, sweet.
And you have your Big Sky Comedy Festival coming up in Billings,
That's right.
When is that again?
First week of October. Starts the 1st, ends the finals night is the 5th.
Billings, Montana.
I was going to say you sounded Jamaican there. In Billings, Mom.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't continue
It's going to
with
be
Montana.
What about Jar Jar Binks?
Again, as seasoned as you are, you need, it might need a little tweak here and there, a little bit of lesson in how to tell a joke. Therefore, we, or should I say, ergo.
Man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Auggie, Dwayne Johnson, the wrestler, the actor, he opened up the great restaurant where he made himself the head chef.
Oh.
And one day, he's making stew, and he asked his assistant, move the pot around, let the aromas flow. The assistant didn't understand. He said, can you rock what the cook is smelling?
Oh, man.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
That's really something.
That had a lot.
You have to be familiar with the Rock's catchphrase.
Right.
Ace's joke of the day brought to you, though, by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. You save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com. What is The Rock saying?
Well,
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Yeah. So
the only thing that could beat that joke, paper.
Paper.
What weekend is that comedy festival?
Come on out.
Time now for Today in History. You got it over there, Tom?
Yeah,
What are you doing?
that's the first time I've seen.
September 20.
That's the first time I've seen Ace unable to get the punchline out. He was anticipating so funny, so much.
It's so funny.
So much laughter. Okay, now Augie, the way this works is I'll read you some events that happened in this date in history, and then you get to weigh in. But some of these
Wait a minute, slow down. You lost me. What are we
some
doing
of these
again?
may be in the form of a question.
Oh my gosh!
Happy birthday, Upton Sinclair.
Yes.
Inventor of Sinclair gas stations.
The writer of The Jungle, right?
yes.
No, the person featured in that song, Upton Girl by Billy Joel.
Upton girl. She was a meat packer. But too many men were falling into the grinders.
If his book, The Jungle, about the meat pack, if that had taken place like where the Jungle Book takes place, you'd have monkey hot dogs, by which I mean hot dogs made of monkey meat.
He also wrote oil. And then it's titled.
Oh, it is oil.
The title does have an exclamation point.
Oil.
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
There will be blood.
There will be blood. Yeah.
And now here's an obscure one for you. Happy birthday, Sophia Loren.
Yes,
the
beautiful
famous,
woman.
Not so obscure.
Oh, yeah,
well,
Modern Family.
Here's the obscure thing.
All right.
When I was looking this up, her middle name.
Dagmar.
You're not going to believe me.
Hart.
Costanza.
Oh.
What?
Really?
Sophia Costanza Loren.
That is really her name.
Man, that was her mom's maiden name, probably.
I wonder if Jason Alexander knows that or not.
Go watch Boy on a Dolphin and see if you can keep your hands to yourself. Well,
Sophia,
wait a minute. See if you can keep your hands.
No.
Which part am I excited?
See if you can keep your hands.
Josh, you had me at boy.
She is,
Now, this guy, born in 1948, George R.R. Martin.
I tell you what, you go read Game of Thrones.
See if you can't keep
See if you can keep your as opposed to George Martin, the famous
Beatles manager.
musician,
Yeah.
not manager,
the defensive lineman.
producer, music advisor. He's not a manager.
Harvey Martin for the Dallas Cowboys.
Of course. I like this guy, actor Gary Cole.
He's great.
Oh, love him.
Was he in Office Space?
He was in
Office Space, right.
Okay.
Different Strokes.
That's Gary Cole.
That was a different Gary Cole, man.
What's he talking about?
This is Gary Cole's in
Veep.
Yeah.
He's in everything. He was the dad in the Brady movies.
Yeah. Not the one who died of AIDS. The one in the movie.
The other one.
Right,
Thank you very much. And okay, this is the question.
There's Gary Coleman.
That's Gary Coleman.
Did he finally die?
Hasn't aged a day.
Yeah, I think he has.
Not Gary Cole is okay. 1519. An expedition led by blank sets off on the first successful circumnavigation of the globe.
Vasco da Gama.
Oh, sorry.
That isn't what I was going to say. But I'm going to go with him now.
No.
The other guy. It's with the P.
First name Ferdinand.
Ferdinand
Marcos.
Magellan.
Mark Harker.
Ferdinand Marcos.
The bull.
Ferdinand Magellan.
The famous floating shoe.
Sir Francis Drake.
Of course it was Magellan.
Magellan. Thank you very much.
it
was
Thank you, Augie Smith.
Can't stand it.
AuggieSmith.com. Have yourself a great Christmas party with Mr. Auggie Smith there, anointing your fellow employees. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.